If you just now tuning in, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hit the bell. GMS fam, the green room. Let's start this week off right. Hey, yo, GMS fam, the green room, what's going on, man? How y'all feeling? Happy Monday. Oh, man. It's time to go in today. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. Fuck the sorries. I'm not sorry at all, one bit, no apologies. It's time to go in today. I got to go in on certain topics, and I got to go in on certain people. Some you may know, some you definitely don't know. But I got to go in today. Too much bullish is going on out here in this world, right? We could talk about so many things. But things that just end up crossing my path that I want to speak on. First of all, I wasn't even gonna do a show today. I was like, you know what? Let me just chill on this Monday, man. I'll get back to it on Tuesday. And I said, you know what? Nah, this has to be said. I've been riling myself up. I've been riling myself up over this shit. So I need to make it very clear. We're going to start out with the first topic. You know, first of all, let me not forget, let me not throw myself off of what I normally do. Shout out to the GMS fam. If you are listening right now, please tap into the live chat. Let me know you are in here. Share this live. Let people know where to go to. Shout out to Glittery Bubbles, King Lukey, Justin Furlow, DC. The Truth is in the building, my guy. I love that dude right there, man. Shout out to DC The Truth, man. Simo is in the building. Quick Stanfield is in the building. Vale's in the building. Southern California is in the building. Ralph is here. Binky's here. All right, y'all. I got to talk about some shit. I'm gonna switch the beat though. I need some talking music, man. Now look. Something crossed my way. Now, I was gonna stay away from it. And it's funny because the type of replies I've been getting and the type of arguments people been giving me, they don't even understand. I wasn't even trying to pay attention to this shit. I was on the mindset of, oh man, let her be a girl, man. Let her do her thing, man. Let her enjoy TikTok. Let her do X, Y, and Z. Talking about Northwest, Kim Kardashian and Kanye's daughter North. Let her do her thing. You know, I saw what Kanye said about TikTok. Although I'm a father of a young girl, I understand both angles of it. I understand wanting to keep them away from certain platforms and protecting them from certain things. And I also understand letting them have fun and letting them do what they want to do and express themselves. And I also understand doing that in a safe way and in a respectable way and in a way that you won't exploit them, especially at a certain level in your life, whether you have a lot of notoriety or not. Now, recently, North was in a TikTok with Ice Spice. If you don't know who Ice Spice is, she's a new artist from New York. She frequently pops that ass. But listen, I said an artist from New York. I highlighted the fact that she's an artist first. It's not just about the ass, okay? She's an artist first. She makes music. And she makes music that people like, okay? Let's get that straight. But she does shake a lot of ass. And her music promotes a certain thing. Now, I'm staying consistent. I don't care about who else and their double standards and how they contradict themselves. I know how I speak and I know my opinion on shit, and I stay consistent on what the fuck I say. So when people come to me to try to argue with me about shit, don't try to tell me about what most people say or how people do this or how this person does that. I don't give a fuck about none of them niggas. I say what I say because that's how I feel. That's my opinion. And this type of shit is weird as fuck. Now, it's one thing to do the TikTok videos with Ice Spice. Cool. I mean, listen, how many of us would have loved to make videos with some of our favorite artists, if that is North's favorite artist right now? Like who wouldn't want to have the ability to have a connection to their favorite artists in real life? So I don't care about her being in videos with Ice Spice and doing video shit like that. What bothered me was getting up today to see this child dressed as Ice Spice and then making videos with her young ass friends while she's dressed as Ice Spice doing shit like this. And got grown ass people on the internet backing this. Grown ass people on the internet backing this. Talking about, oh, it's just a little girl doing dress up. She just playing dress up. She's just being a little girl. She's 9 years old, turning around on Snapchat, trying to show her backside as a 9-year-old. As a 9-year-old. Dressed as Ice Spice. The correlations are fucking crazy, and yet people are out here like, oh my, North is funny as hell. Oh, she ate that up. Oh, she talking about let a child be a child. You're let a child be a child so they can, that's what you call letting a child be a child, is have them dress as a grown-ass woman who frequently does the type of shit that she does. It's not like a once in a while thing where Ice Spice just shows up and shakes ass one day. No, that's what she's known for, as well as the music she makes. I asked a simple question. I said, so what lyrics and stuff, what songs resonate with a 9-year-old of Ice Spice? And motherfuckers want to act like, oh, why can't kids listen? I didn't say they couldn't listen to it. I'm saying what lyrics, what song resonates with a 9-year-old child of Ice Spice where they can be able to be so inspired that they want to dress like the person and act like the person? What is it? That's cool with you? See, this is bigger than a child just wanting to play dress up. It's who she's dressing as. And it's also who her mother identifies, what her mother identifies with. And that's straight up thought behavior. Let's keep it real. The Kardashians get on that internet and all they do is post a lot of thirst traps. And people want to be like, oh, you're over sexualizing kids. No, nobody wants to over sexualize kids. There should be no sexualization in the first place. Weirdo ass niggas who accept this shit, bitch ass niggas who accept this shit, low down, dirty in the motherfucking gut, in the closet ass, pedo ass niggas who sit up here and want to accept this type of shit and be cool with this shit. What other arguments you got? When niggas start actually losing a logical argument, they try to put labels on you. Oh, you're over sexualizing kids. No, I'm seeing what the fuck I'm seeing. Don't try to act like I'm not seeing what I saw. Because you like that shit. Don't project your weird ass ways on me, nigga. I'm not finna change my opinion on how I feel about this shit because you like this shit, weirdo ass nigga. We're talking about a family that only knows how to show skin in most ways to get certain deals. This isn't me talking crazy about, I'm looking at what I'm looking at. This is what I see. This is what's on the internet. Go to their fucking Instagrams and see what type of shit they post. And if you want, okay, and let's be fair. Let's just try to play devil's advocate. Well, just because they post thirst traps doesn't mean they're trying to have their kids be that way. All right, that's fair. But it will be fair if you're not talking about the Kardashians, because the queen that runs it all, Miss Kris Jenner, is the one that spearheaded the fucking deal to have her own daughter's sex tape put out. But they don't want to fucking talk about that shit. You talking about somebody who has spent their life hoeing out their daughters for the industry so that they can make a dollar. So tell me how that mentality didn't reach the kids. They saw how it worked for them. And that's another problem. Exactly. This is the mother Kanye too. Kanye is a dumbass for getting this woman pregnant. And not even just getting her pregnant, but wanting to have kids with her multiple times. That is insane. Insane. And that's another reason why this is even a conversation topic for me anyway, because of the fact that we heard from the father's mouth, Kanye, that he didn't like this type of shit. He said it months ago. Now, granted, when you're dealing with two parents in a situation and one child or several children, it's not just up to one parent how things go. You have to come to a compromise. So within that compromise, whether you like her being on social media or not, her mother doesn't have a problem with her being on social media. So the common ground in this should be, let's not put a bunch of TikToks up. We can do one or two here and there. Let's not do nothing too crazy. Let's not do nothing too wild. That's not on Kim's mind. It's let's go full force with this shit because I know the type of money that social media brings and I know the type of attention that it brings. You are setting your daughter up for your life and not her own. And it's crazy how people will dismiss this and be like, yeah, this is just something that kids want to do. And then we continuously see time and time again when these same kids get older, talk about a lot of the things that their parents made them do that they didn't want to do because they were in the limelight. These kids didn't choose this life. They were born into it. So they're automatically going to think that these certain things are cool or okay until they get older and see what they were doing and be like, damn, what the fuck was this? How is Ice Spice North's favorite artist? This is what I'm saying. This is what I mean by when I ask the question, what lyric, what song resonates with a 9-year-old for Ice Spice to be somebody's favorite artist? I get a song. Maybe if you like the way a song is, if you like the way the song goes, cool. But as a favorite artist, to want to have her around, to want to try to do suggestive dances on TikTok and dress like her, turning around in TikToks and shit as a child, a 9-year-old child, y'all think that shit is cool? Y'all think that's kids being kids? What are we doing out here? What are we, first of all, 1 year, y'all niggas want to talk about protecting the kids and saving the kids and talk about all this shit going on in Epstein Island and these motherfuckers here and these pedos over here. Then the next fucking year, y'all want to talk about, oh, look at North eating up that Ice Spice shit. Oh man, look at her dressed as Ice Spice. Talking about over-sexualizing kids. You put on an over-sexualized grown woman's outfit. The fuck are you talking about? Don't nobody rap or cheer for a fucking Ice Spice until she bends the fuck over and starts shaking her ass. You think that's me just coming up with an opinion? Go watch her goddamn sets. Go watch that shit. I did my homework. I'm not just doing this to have an opinion. I'm not just talking out my ass. I'm seeing what the fuck is going on. Every time that woman bends the fuck over and shakes her ass on stage, that's when the crowd gets the loudest. And that's when they get the most interactive. Then when she stands up and turns around and start rapping, they stand there like fucking mummies. We're talking about that person who inevitably someone like Kim Kardashian allowed her child to dress as. But hey, I'm the one who's tripping. Weird ass niggas like this shit, bro. I'm telling you, man. And you gotta watch certain people. You gotta watch certain people out here. People be telling on themselves. A lot of people tell on themselves and try to mask it as them being a part of some type of movement or woke movement or, oh, I'm about people being people or let the kids be the kids or I'm innocent. No, fuck all that shit, nigga. You like little kids doing weird ass shit on the internet. Get your ass around from me, you weird ass nigga. I don't like you type of niggas. I don't like you pedo niggas. I don't like you in the closet ass pedo niggas. I don't like none of you motherfuckers. None of you motherfuckers. Stay away from me. Stay away from my child. Stay away from other kids. Nigga, lock yourself in your motherfucking house and cement your fucking windows and doors closed. Nigga, stay in there for the rest of your life. Be a hermit. I don't like you niggas. I hate you niggas. Weird ass motherfuckers. A family that is being led by somebody who is the #1 pimp in the game. Kris Jenner got the pimp hand, a golden pimp hand. She got the master plan. She already drawing up the ideas right now for her granddaughters. But hey, I'm just a nigga out here observing from the outside looking in. I could be wrong. But where there's a pattern, now, I know I had a few things that came up, like, you know, what if Kanye, like, well, Kanye is nuts. He was probably doing some shit that was crazy and, you know, behind the scenes, and that's why Kim doesn't, you know, take his word for what it is. Well, thank God I don't live in the what ifs and the possibilities. I live in the now and what I've seen and what I've heard from the horse's mouth themselves. And what I seen was a father expressing his concerns about his daughter's presence on social media. And in the end, the mother allowing her child to dress as Ice Spice, hang with Ice Spice, and do mild sexually suggestive dances like Ice Spice on TikTok. Now tell me I didn't see what I saw and try to act like this shit was cool. If I'm wrong, then I'll be wrong, but I'll take it with a smile. I don't give a fuck what you say. Call me overprotective of my child, cool, because I won't let her dress like fucking Ice Spice. Well, goddamn it, I will take being overprotective. This weird ass mentality, man, and we talking about Hollywood. Let's not forget, we talking about these people in this Hollywood space. We're not talking about no regular individuals who got a 9-to-5, who got a working for minimum wage, living in some random spot. We talking about people who everybody knows, very wealthy individuals. We're not just talking about anybody. I don't know, man. I don't get it. Let a child be a child, but motherfuckers ain't letting their kids be kids. And a message. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna spare that little bitch ass nigga. I'm gonna spare your bitch ass. You ain't getting no fucking no shout out. You ain't getting no fucking no mention. None of that shit. And I hope you watching with your goofy looking ass. Weird ass nigga. These some weird ass niggas out here, bro. These motherfuckers will sit up and down and argue with about some bullshit to try to cover some bullshit. That's bullshit. Weird ass nigga shit. You know what people do too? People will have this vendetta against you and then find a reason why to do certain shit. Like a motherfucker will have a hidden problem with your ass, but still be, you know, following you, still be trying to check out what you doing, still be around just to see what the fuck you gonna say, see what else they can get bothered by so they could try to reply to some bullshit, but then turn around and try to act like a motherfucker is coming at them sideways. Nah, nigga, you a bitch ass nigga. Be a bitch ass nigga over there. Don't be one over here. I don't want that. Yeah, it was north. It was northwest. It was north. It was this one. The one that's dressed up as Ice Spice. Looking crazy. Shit don't make no sense to me, man. It's a nobody. Nobody you would know Avenue. It's absolutely nobody you would know. He's literally nobody you would know. Nobody you would care about. It's just a bitch ass nigga, man. Nobody wants to know about a bitch ass nigga. Now, enough of that shit. Ja Morant, man. Ja Morant is in hot fire right now because, as you may know or may not know, this man was in the club somewhere, I believe in Colorado. He was on Instagram Live and he decided that he wanted to show a gun, a little tiny blicky, the size of my pinky, to the camera. Now, Ja has been being investigated by the league since fucking last year. I don't know why this man continues to want to try to, you know, put himself in a weird position, in a bad position, but we're in the middle of a conversation right now about how we should be reacting to these type of situations, especially when it comes to young black men. Now, I see people on one end saying Ja's done for doing what he did. He should never did it. He's in a certain position to do this. I've seen other people say, well, why won't you give this person a chance? We never let our black men do or make mistakes and all this other shit. Here's the thing with me. This is how I feel about the Ja situation. For one, Ja is a grown man with a brain, and he has sense enough to know what's right and wrong. At this point, he's choosing to do what he does. So there is absolutely no question on why. There's no question on why. He's making a very conscious decision to do these things. The fucked up part for me, and actually echoes the sentiments of what Steven Jackson said, was, look, you can make mistakes, but you can't learn from those mistakes if the people around you are enabling you to do fuck shit. So for instance, the situation where he punched that kid while they were playing basketball. Allegedly, the story goes, Ja looked back at his friend to be like, should I hit this little nigga? And his friend was like, yeah, go ahead, do that shit. And then he proceeded to punch the dude. Now, if it's somebody who actually gives a fuck about your future, and not just your future, but what you got going on right now, he would have said, nah, man, it ain't worth it, bro. Fuck this little nigga, man. We finna get out of here. We finna go do some other shit, man. We up. Why we worried about this little nigga? He ain't shit. And then the incident at finish line. And I'm just now hearing about the fact that it wasn't an incident where he went to finish line, he got into it with somebody. His mother got into it with somebody at the finish line store, and then she called Ja, and Ja brought his friends. So not only are your friends putting you in a bad position, but your mother is trying to put you in a bad position to fuck up what you got going on. So that lets me know that he's being enabled by the people around him, and nobody's really trying to tell him anything or trying to help learn him something and help him realize the bigger picture and everything he got going on. And it's fucked up because Ja's not just some random NBA player that just comes off the bench every time the team is up by 30 points. This is a superstar right here. This is somebody who has a very, 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 very bright future in the NBA. And where that leads him to many more doors in the future. But those doors continue to close every single day due to his own personal actions. Now, on the flip side, he's with Nike. Nike being the same people that dropped Kyrie Irving for a tweet. And then it makes you think about the angles and what they actually care about or what they would actually help push or promote to our own community. They don't sign these athletes just because they're great athletes. They sign them because of what they can attract to help sales boost. They're not going to drop Ja because now the young black kids and young curious white kids who are infatuated with hood mentality are going to be like, man, I need them Jaws. I need them new John Morants, cuz. Let me put them John Morants on, man, because that nigga really out here. He really about that life. He really a stepper. And they going to follow suit, and Nike want that money. It's all about where the money goes, which is why Adidas is calling Kanye back. Adidas want Kanye back like a hurt ex. It's all about the money out here. And this is another reason why, and then back to the other flip side, the reason why we would want to encourage him not to be doing certain shit, because then you're going to have people like Skip Bayless sitting on Undisputed talking about the Crips. Did y'all see that shit? Did y'all see Skip Bayless questioning whether or not John Morant was a Crip? If he was initiated or if man, look, listen to this nigga.
Okay, so I've called around the league to people I've known forever talking about Ja because I was so shocked by the IG Live, how brazen it was. And I had several people say to me, well, time out. Are you sure you guys on TV aren't giving him a pass here? Like you're not that? They're asking me, are you sure he's not that? Like he that's just who he is, that he is about that life. And remember, he's thrown up the...
He is about that life. It's so fucking funny to hear like older white men speak on these things. You know what I'm saying? It's just funny.
That's just who he is, that he is about that life. And remember, he's thrown up the Crip sign I've seen him throw it up 2 or 3 times. I probably missed it other times. What does that mean? Does that mean he wants to associate with the Crips, or he got initiated by the Crips, or he just he has a dream of being a Crip? I don't know. I'm just throwing this out. That are we missing the boat here, that's just who he's been from the start? And we keep saying, no, you're just associating with the wrong people when he's actually part of the wrong people. Is that it? Skip.
Shannon was trying his hardest not to laugh. Look at his face, bro. Look at Shannon's photo. I gotta zoom this shit in, man. Look at Shannon's face when he said, "Is he part of the Crips or?" I don't know. What is it? Is he associated? Is he initiated? Does he want the Crips to think he's cool? Where is his blue at? Huh? I didn't see him wearing blue. He had his shirt off. Does he pronounce everything with C's first? Or I don't know, man. I'm so confused. That's so sad, man. Skip Bayless, man. You don't need to be talking about the Crips, my guy. You don't need to be talking about the Crips like this. It's unfair, okay? This is unfair. This is debauchery. This is blasphemy. It's blasphemous talk right here, man. And I feel bad because niggas is doing this type of shit. But I do want to get to the quotables that I want y'all to hear, man. Like, you know, I spoke on Steven Jackson. I'm gonna see if the clip is up. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me see if I can get this Steven Jackson clip real quick. Steven Jackson. There we go. I'm gonna play for y'all. I'm gonna play for y'all the Steven Jackson clip in a second. I want y'all to read what Paul Pierce said.
I ain't got no experience with this situation.
Paul Pierce actually made a lot of sense with what he was saying because his is understandable. Paul Pierce got stabbed the fuck up. And if you are somebody like Paul Pierce who got stabbed the fuck up, you're going to walk around with a gun because you don't want that to happen again. So Paul Pierce said, I don't care what y'all say about Ja. I carried a gun after I was stabbed. Y'all don't know what he going through. Everyone got something to say until you really know what's really going on in someone's life. When you black and you rich, you are a target. And that is very true. Now, granted, we don't know Ja's situation. I wish he would let people know so people won't be so confused. You know what I'm saying? Because that's another thing. People don't deserve to tell us their personal lives. But when you go out of your way to put your personal life on the internet and you do certain shit, and people are questioning why you're doing certain shit at the level you're at, I think the smartest thing to do would be to explain why you're doing what you're doing. That's just me. That's just my opinion. I get where he's coming from with it. And also just to echo those sentiments, you know what I'm saying? There's a New York rapper, man, who what's his name, man? Lil TJ, is it? I think that's his name, Lil TJ. A rapper named Lil TJ who got shot 9 times or something like that. And since he's recovered and since he's, you know, fully recovered and been back out doing shows and shit, he's been arrested 2, 3, 4 times already for firearm possession. And people asking the question, nigga, why you keep getting arrested with fire? Because the nigga was shot 9 times. Do you think he give a fuck about the police stopping him and finding a gun on him? I would rather you stop me with it on me than me not having it and getting my life took. Point blank, period. That's a trauma. And a lot of niggas that's never been shot in their life don't understand the type of trauma that comes with it. There's a different level of paranoia from somebody who's never been shot before that's scared to get shot and a nigga that has been shot before and scared to get shot. That's what that is. But with Steven Jackson, he echoed the sentiments I was talking about earlier when it comes to the people that's around you, who you need to pay attention to when it comes to your conglomerate, your crew.
Yeah, I ain't got no experience with this situation, right? I've made mistakes. I've made bad choices. It's about what you do after those bad choices, right? The only thing I would tell Ja, have the people around you that care about you and care about your job the way you care about it. Don't have people around you that care about your job because they care about what you're going to do for them. Have the people that around you that care about your job enough that they don't want you to lose it. They won't put you in a position to lose your job or everything you work for. That's the people you need to have around you. We all make mistakes. Understand this, Ja. Don't let nobody make you feel like the world is over. You made a mistake, bro. Mistakes have been made. Everybody's made mistakes. But these same people are going to be the same people that if something was to happen to you and you didn't have a gun and something happened to you, they're going to be the first people to say, damn, that nigga should have had a gun on him. Don't listen to nobody, bro. You made a mistake, so be it. The biggest thing is what you do after you made a mistake, right? They had a lot of things to say about me after the brawl. Are they saying them today? No. Do you, Ja. Just learn from your mistakes, dog. Peace.
Real shit. That's real shit. That is real shit. And I respect that. I respect that from that guy, straight up. You know, I believe in that as well. We practice that over here. Anybody that I'm cool with, anybody that I consider, you know, my brother, somebody who I consider a friend, they want to see the best for me. They want to make sure that I'm not fucking up or I'm not doing nothing wrong to fuck up my situation. Vice versa. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to see the people that I care about in a fucked up situation. That's what that is. And that's real shit. I respect that aspect of things. That's somebody who shows that he cares about that young man's future by, instead of coming down on him and trying to demonize him and trying to scrutinize him like it is easy to do a lot of young black men in this country, he gave him advice. He was giving him solutions. And I respect that. A lot of the shit that we need to do when it comes to certain shit. Because it's not even the fact that a lot of niggas is lost. It's like some just need some type of direction. And it's funny because the type of stuff Ja be doing, middle class, upper class white America and conservatives and shit like that like to contribute that to fatherless homes. Well, is Ja Morant fatherless? Is his father not in his life? This is not about a fatherless home, or it's not about any of that. So we need to treat this better than we usually do, man. And I've been talking about that over the past couple weeks about how we treat our own when it comes to certain situations and how easy it is for people to come down on us opposed to others. We got to give each other grace. We really fucking do. Now, I seen Tony Rock. He replied to what was he said he made some remarks after Chris Rock's special, and I fuck with it. I just think that the more you let this type of stuff linger, the more it's gonna actually get corny, and people ain't gonna really look at it for what it is. It's just gonna look like a bunch of celebrities bickering and looking like bitches and not really doing shit about shit. So I mean, I get it's his brother and everything, but my whole view, this is what I really want to say. My whole view on Chris Rock's special and him getting slapped kind of changed last night because I started to watch Marlon Wayne's new special. Now, I don't know how many of y'all have HBO Max, but if anybody has HBO Max, I encourage you, I advise you to watch Marlon Wayne's new special that's out right now. He spent like the first 20, 25 minutes, probably even more, describing why he was happy that Chris Rock got slapped. And the way that it started, you wouldn't guess how the story went. And I had no idea that Marlon Wayans went through this with Chris Rock. And to me, that story sounded like Chris Rock was a piece of shit, and in a way where he could have controlled what he was doing, but he was doing it deliberately just to pick on somebody else. Now, call it what you want. However you feel about a special is how you feel about it. It's subjective, whether you think it's funny or not. But the story he told was real. And it made me understand a little bit more why certain people said what they said. Because if I was Marlon and I experienced what he said, Marlon said he quit doing stand-up for almost 20 years because of Chris Rock. Now, while I'm sitting here talking about us uplifting each other and making sure that we encourage one another, Chris Rock was one of the people who was discouraging and pulling him down. Now, granted, all comedy shows have hecklers. They have people that you need to be prepared for, because not all shows are going to go good. Not all shows will be bad. Not all shows will have hecklers, but you will have to prepare yourself. One thing you probably won't prepare yourself for is somebody who you know doing that shit. And it made him stop doing comedy because, and here's another thing. Marlon said, don't clap for me, I was a bitch because I quit. And that's real shit. He should have kept going. He definitely should have kept going. He shouldn't have let somebody like Chris Rock deter him from doing it. But it happened. So I can understand his point, but it doesn't actually take away. It doesn't. Let me clarify something. It doesn't take away actually from Chris Rock stand up, because Chris stand up, it was decent. He had to say what he had to say, and I don't fault him for what he had to say. But I also don't fault other people for their experiences with the guy either. So that's all that is. But with that said, man, like I said, I wasn't gonna hold y'all long today. Wasn't even trying to do a show today, but a lot of shit happened. The nigga I was talking about earlier, I just seen he blocked me. He blocked me because he didn't want to finish the conversation. He said I said something that I didn't say. I asked him to screenshot it, then he blocked me. That's what happened. That's what happens when a lot of niggas be on some fuck shit. A lot of weird niggas, they'll read some shit and then think of some other shit in their head to try to boost whatever it is they trying to say or help their narrative. You're over-sexualizing kids. Nah, I'm the one out here that actually gives a fuck about how kids are presented to the world. Y'all niggas the weird ones that like to see that shit on the internet. But hey, do you, fam? Do you? I'm gonna do my thing over here and I'm gonna stay weirdo, pedo free. How about that? I'm cool with that. I'm 100% cool with that. 1,000. Now, GMS fam, the green room. It's been a dope show today. I appreciate every single one of y'all that pulled up. I need y'all to do me a favor, man. Hit that like button on the way out. Follow me on my socials. I'll follow everybody back. Hit the Cash app if you are feeling generous. I will most appreciate it. You can become a member of the GMS show by hitting the join button down below. Shout out where you from. I'm going to shout out everybody in the chat, man. Shout out where you from. Put a GMS in the chat and shout out where you from. I'm going to shout y'all out. Let's go. Let me shout out the GMS fan, baby. I appreciate y'all for showing up here, man. I want to know where y'all tuning in from. What cities y'all tuning in from. All over this motherfucker, man. Hey, we got Team 642 in the building from Sacramento. We got Tasha from Chi-Town in the building. Toke Champs, Forest City, Arkansas in the building. Justin tuning in from Indianapolis. My guy C-Mo from LA. quick, Stanfield, Watts, California. Shout out to my Watts family out there, man. I got some family out in Cali myself. Ralph S. from ATL. Shout out to my Atlanta family. I got family out there too, man. Vallejo, California in the building. What up, Vel? My guy King Lukey from the hometown, Minnesota. Shout out to Maple Grove and Osseo in the building. Hey, I went to Atlanta for a family reunion. We went on a 18. It was like a van. It was like one of those big white passenger vans, and we didn't have no AC, nigga. And as soon as we got down south, the whole van just got sticky hot, bro. Couldn't even open the window because it was all hot air. It was fucked up, man. But I had a good ass time, and I met some cousins that I ain't never met before. They was funny as hell. I missed them niggas. Shout out to y'all. Hey, shout out to my nigga from Nigeria in the building, Avenue P. Hey, GMS fam, appreciate y'all. See y'all later this week. Much love. Stay blessed. GMS fam, smoke some. We out.